I'm just gonna say that this academy was the best choice I've ever made. It's developed me spiritually, mentally, and physically. And, you know, the things that I may be saying will be true, but at the same time, all of these experiences have made me a better person in every way, shape, or form because hard experiences makes you tougher, more resilient. So everything I say here will be out of personal growth. And yeah, hope you enjoy the video. As you can see, it's a beautiful day in Charleston. So I got there, I was looking at the guys that were in line, and they look pretty like hard because, you know, it didn't really hit me, but I think the expression that the kids over there were tough, it didn't really hit me until I got there. I had to check my luggage for like knives and stuff like that, or any products that they don't want. And so yeah, I just got searched, and then I hugged my mom, but she was crying a little bit. I know she's gonna watch this, but I hugged my mom and said goodbye. It was just me and my mom there, and I left for the academy. And so we walked down, we had some haircuts, and so we ate, we got to our rooms, we unpacked, and I remember the first night there, it smelled like straight barracks. And I remember the cadres say, "Lights out," and they closed all the lights. And yo, I remember there was this time in the academy where I couldn't find one of my pillowcases, and I kept asking, "Hey, do you guys have an extra pillowcase, or do you guys know where the pillowcase is?" And I kept asking, and this one guy, he told me, he's like, "Yeah, bro, I got a pillowcase right here." And I was like, "Oh, this is your pillowcase?" He was like, "Oh, nah, don't worry about it." So I took the pillowcase, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then a few days later, I found out that my bunkmate had 2 pillowcases, one of them, which were mine. He did me dirty for that. I checked his pillowcase. "Hey, bro, can I see your pillow real quick?" And he was like, "Why, bro?" And I was like, "Oh, I just want to see, you know, I was wondering if he had 2 pillowcases." And so he fucking took out one of them, and then he had my pillowcase. He's like, "Oh, sorry, bro, I didn't mean it." I was like, "Oh, sorry." I was like, "Oh, you're good, bro." When in actuality, I should have been like, "Fuck no." So there's this big guy, let's name him Teddy, and this other guy, let's name him Trouble. And so Trouble was talking down to Teddy. I remember we just finished PT, and he was like, "Oh, what you fucker, you like bang or something?" He was like talking shit. I was walking inside the room, and he was calling out Teddy, like, "What?" And then Trouble was like, "What?" And Teddy was like, "What?" And so they started to go at each other. Trouble was inside the dorm, and so he came in. He was about to come in, but like 3 or 4 guys held him back. And so Teddy came rushing in. He was being held by someone else. Yeah, and the cadre came in, and he stopped. And I was in the middle of them too. Like, they were screaming at each other. The whole company was screaming. And yeah, and so I got pushed back, and I was pushed back and forth in the middle. Like, let's say 5 or 6 guys holding like each other back. And I guess Trouble was being choked out by one of the guys, and he almost passed out, had like 3 or 4 guys holding him down. And I guess guys from the other platoon was calling some other guys out, and so it was kind of like this whole riot situation. And yeah, it was pretty fucked up, but yeah. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Dog Pound, but it's kind of something like that. There's this other time where we were lined up in formation, and they make us stand us out there maybe like a few hours, and not a few hours, but like a pretty long time, like half an hour, because there'd be nothing to do. And so this was during pre-challenge phase, 2 weeks. You first get there, it's kind of like initiation. It's like boring to death. They try to discipline you, and it's hell. Like, I hated it. I didn't think it was gonna be gone, but like, damn, those 2 weeks were really bad. And so, I guess we were being smoked this one time. And me, I'm fat. Like, I'm fucking like 240 pounds. Like, I am madly overweight. You know, those are reasons why I went there. And so I'm like 240 pounds. I'm not physically fit at all. You know, I was working jobs as a waiter, and we kept getting food, and I kept eating, and I was in bad shape. And so we kept getting smoked, and I couldn't do the push-ups or sit-ups or whatever they were trying to make us do. And so the cadres were trying to instill in us that if we all don't do it, we all get in trouble. And so this guy right next to me, I had beef with him a lot. He was like, bro, get the fuck up, stop fucking slacking off. And he's done this like a couple times already. And I kind of felt insecure. I was mad, like, oh, why are you picking on me, man? Like, I'm not the only one not doing the exercises. And so I stood up. I was like, what? And then he stood up. He was like, what? Because I was tired of his shit. And so the cadre came on by, and she told me to walk. Like, walk, just walk. And so I'm walking. And just like a few minutes later, they start rioting. I don't know what the fuck reason why they start rioting. But I go back, and they tell me to go into the counselor's office. And I tell the lady, like, oh, miss, you know, I feel like he's picking on me. And I feel like, you know, he's just like, what the hell? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, other people aren't doing the exercises. That was my excuse. And so, well, we went to the commandant's office, and he's in there, and I'm fucking crying. I'm like, sir, like, I'm trying my best, you know, this guy keeps picking on me. And then the guy that I'm beefing with, he thinks I'm faking it, like, you know, like I'm fucking victimizing myself. And, you know, it's like, oh, he's bullshitting, he's lying, or whatever. Like, that kind of way. And the commandant or whatever, he's like, you better watch yourself, and you better shape up. And he basically excuses us. He's ex-Marine, like retired military. And so that didn't really solve any problems. But when I went back into the counselor's office, I remember someone talking about charges because someone was 18 and someone was 16, and it was just not a good time. And there were like multiple people fighting. There was like a riot, and it didn't even stop there. There were more riots, but those are for other days.